The Amazon rainforest is an ecosystem that is home to hundreds of different species of animals, from jaguars and monkeys to butterflies and spiders. The Amazon rainforest is full of all kinds of animals, big and small. But what do scientists think will happen to the Amazon rainforest when the environment changes? Well, let's find out. To find out what could happen to the Amazon rainforest, we first need to find out what can change an environment. For starters, a fire can change the environment, whether it is man-made or made of natural causes. Of course, fire can cause things to burn and die, like trees, plants, and even wildlife. After the fire has stopped, life can return and plants might even begin to grow back, but it may be a little different than before. Another thing that can change the environment is lava. Lava spread is a natural occurrence. While lava is hot to the touch, after a while it cools down and hardens into a solid rock. Any grass or plants the lava went over originally now has a chance to start over and regrow. Another thing that may change the environment is pollution. Pollution is man-made, meaning it is the result of our actions. Pollution can be in many different forms. It could be garbage that is left laying around that finds its way to the ocean, or factories releasing smoke from burning coal so that it can work. One more thing that can change an environment is invasive species. Invasive species are kinds of animals, fish, or insects that find their way to an ecosystem that they don't belong in. Invasive species can be very damaging to the ecosystem they make their way to. They can disrupt the food chain or even spread illnesses. Now that we know what can change the environment, let's focus on just one to answer our original question of what do scientists think will happen to the Amazon rainforest when the environment changes. We are going to focus on droughts that are a result of climate change. Climate change can be natural or caused by pollution. In this picture, you can see where a river once was, but it is experiencing something called a drought. A drought is when the weather is so hot, all if not most of the water dries up. Do you think the Amazon rainforest has had any droughts? Here we can see just how big the Amazon rainforest is. It takes up most of Brazil, which is in South America, just below the United States. The average temperature of the lowland forest of the Amazon rainforest is 26 degrees Celsius, or 78.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Celsius is a different way to measure heat. It is mostly used in countries other than the United States. A change in 4 degrees Celsius or 39.2 degrees Fahrenheit can have results that are irreversible, meaning we'd be stuck with them for good. For the past 35 years, there has been an increase of 0.5 degrees Celsius in temperature every 10 years, and scientists predict that will continue. Because of this expected temperature raise, scientists think droughts may be a result of that. In the past 20 years, the Amazon rainforest has already experienced 3 major droughts. One in 2005, one in 2010, and one in 2015 to 2016. These droughts had some negative effects on tree growth and survival. Some trees stopped growing, and some trees died altogether because of the lack of water. So what do scientists think will happen if the environment changes because of droughts? Well, for starters, the soil will be dry, which can affect tree and plant growth. Less sap would be produced by the trees. There will be an increased risk of fires, which, if you remember, is something that can change the environment itself. Flowers, fruits, and vegetables will not bloom as much, which can affect animals who eat them. Last but not least, it can make the environment inhabitable for some animals or organisms, meaning they wouldn't be able to live there anymore. Animals need water to live, just like us. If they don't get water, they might die or their food might be dead, like plants or other small animals.